So today we're going to be chatting with Victoria. Victoria's going to kind of give us a rundown on her experience so far inside of the Fit Frontliner Elite Partnership Program. So V, kind of walk us through, like give everybody an idea where you're located at if you like, and then you could talk about, what you do for work.
Hey guys, so I'm located in Pennsylvania, Philly side, so boo Steelers. But I'm in law enforcement. Been on patrol for about 17 years now, so that's where I'm
Awesome.
at.
All right, and give them a little bit of background on where you were at before we started to work together.
So I've always been like really into the gym. I kind of tried to structure myself inside the gym, which isn't always a good idea. I started right before I started the program. I was actually on a different program, which really failed miserably. I was super miserable and just like really, really down with, trying to do like a diet or like a new nutrition plan. I was holding between like 190 and 195, which I am super not happy about.
Hmm.
Over 17 years, I put on like 25 pounds, which is not great. So I was just really looking for something sustainable for me. And yeah, your reels popped up in, Instagram and Facebook, and it for some reason started flooding my feed. So here we are.
I know, it's crazy. It's funny how that stuff works out too, but it always like I always tell people, "Oh, it's always for a reason." You know what I mean? So kinda get everybody idea too, because I know we talked a little bit about the weight gain. So what has been your goal, when you started to, jump in and work inside of this program?
Yeah, definitely some weight loss. I wasn't super concerned on weight, but like fat loss and like a body recomp kind of thing. Really just to gain some strength and, kind of lose some inches and, look a little better for myself, really.
Awesome. And then what kinda made you decide? Because obviously you were in a program before, and for a lot of people, that kinda puts, like sometimes it puts a bad taste in your mouth, you know what I mean? So what made you decide to invest in yourself again inside of a program?
Realistically, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's real talk. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just really like the connection, from the first call that we had. You're really down to earth. The program itself seemed sustainable for me mentally because I know how I am with like super strict stuff, and I I
Mhm.
can't I can't sustain it. I can do one or the other. Like I can do the gym or I can do food, and this program just really kind of opened my mind to food's not a bad thing. Like it's not the enemy. So
Yeah.
once I saw kind of the structure of the program, I was like, all right, I'm in. I'm in. Let's give this a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, and you've been crushing it. Like you've been doing awesome. I know we were talking about it beforehand before we started to do this interview, and that's what I like to always like recap for you guys too, because like again, you've gone on vacation, like we've all gotten sick and stuff like that, and you're still able to maintain the weight that you've lost so far. So like all it is now it's just getting back, back in the consistency and things like that. So I want people to like realize that too. Like life happens. I think for a lot of people, that's a huge part of this is they start diet programs, right? And like what happens when you stop doing the super strict diet, right? The weight it comes
Gain
right
it
back
all
on.
back. That's it.
So exactly. And for you too, like it's just been like you've consistently lost, like you've gotten on track, like we showed you how to do everything. It's just like getting in the groove of things and knowing too, like when life isn't perfect, you're not going to put the weight back on either, which is a huge part of this. Like my job for you guys is not just to obviously it's to help you lose weight, but it's not to a point where you can't keep it off when life gets a little hectic. So kind of walk us through too, any results, transformation you've seen, or anywheres in the area of your life that it's been helpful that you didn't anticipate.
So I think I'm down almost 15 pounds officially. I've definitely lost a lot of inches, overall,
Hmm.
everywhere, which I'm super excited about, to be honest. I still got some
Yeah.
ways to go, but I'm super excited with what I have so far. I think for me, like my mental health is a lot better because before, like when I tried other programs or tried to do diets and I couldn't stick with them, like I'd get really, really like down on myself and like just super out of it. But this program has definitely made me have a better relationship with food. So like mentally, I'm like more available to myself every day. I don't like, oh, I had a donut, bad
Hmm.
Victoria. Like, no, I'm like, cool, I had a donut. Like it fit into my
Yeah.
macros. Like this is super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, work's been a lot better just mentally. Like I don't, dread going to work as much as I used to. So like mostly um outside of the physical, obviously benefits that, going to the gym and stuff have happened, but mentally it's been good for me.
Awesome. And then last but not least, so, the best piece of advice for someone that might be listening, maybe they're on the fence, maybe they've been in your shoes before where they tried programs in the past and it didn't really work out for them. Like what would you kind of say to someone that might be on the fence about jumping in inside of this program?
Um Man, I got to tell you, I was on the fence for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like people, it's always like the price point of things, right? That really keep
Mhm.
people on the fence. But um, this program has so much in it, and it includes so much, and it's lifetime access and all kinds of crazy things that, a lot of people don't offer, right? I mean, it's crazy how much is actually within the program and how much education is in the program, which I loved. Like I like reading all
Yeah.
the guides and being able to see, okay, well, if I eat this, then it'll help me in this way, or my body is doing this with the food. And,
Mhm.
there's a lot of like group support, like I love that too. Like there's always, we can always reach out to you within reason, obviously,
Mhm.
but the coaches are always super helpful. The
Yeah.
design is just meant to work. Like it'll
Mhm.
work for anybody as long as you put the effort in. Like we talked, I was a
Yeah.
slow start. Like I was super lazy
Yeah,
with
it's
my
okay.
nutrition, and but once I got the hang of it, I was like, this is easy. Like this is cake. Why did
Mhm.
I wait so long to do this? Like, so yeah, if you
Yeah.
have to invest in yourself, like that's what I would tell somebody. Like this is your time. Like you're not going to get this time back, so the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take. So just do it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, Victoria, so much. Well, thanks again for, doing the client interview. It's always great, one, for other people to hear other people's experience inside the program, right? I can talk about it till I'm blue in the face, but at the end of the day, you guys are the ones inside, like putting in the work, putting the effort. Like we can help you as much as we can, as coaches. But at the end of the day, like you kind of mentioned too, like it has to be you guys putting in the effort. We can lay the groundwork for you, but at the end of the day, you got to kind of like put forth what we're teaching to help you move forward. And now even for you, even though you had a slow start, and I tell a lot of people that too, it's okay. Like you have to meet yourself where you're starting out at, and you're allowed to start out slow. It's 100% okay, because what happens is you're going to learn it eventually anyway, and then from there you're just going to pick up speed, and it kind of like I said, everything falls into place after that. So if anyone's watching, has any questions, wants to shoot me a DM, wants to learn a little bit more, my messages are always open. And again, thank you, Victoria, for, like I said, one,